Hello everyone, I'm Old and in the Way. First video of 2021. Glad you could join me. I'm out on the back porch today. It's not a bad day at all. And so here I am. Do you guys know who Bugg is? Interesting. Do you know who George Hunt is, or maybe David Morse? We're going to talk a little bit about them today and about the pipe that came about because of Bugg, which I'm smoking right now, a Falcon. And in it, I am smoking some Watch City, who isn't, Watch City Fat Bastard, a Scottish blend, and it is delicious. I have not been disappointed yet. I know I'm joining the crowd of people that are extolling the virtues of Watch City. But I've had 4 or 5 different blends now, and every one of them is really delightful. Ernie does a fantastic job of blending these things. Really, really superb. So anyway, where was I? Talking about the Falcon. This is what I'm currently smoking. It's got a little bit of age on it, you can see. Compared to a new one. You can see the little difference in the stems there. But anyway, let's talk about this. Good stuff. I'm going to put this down for right now. So Bugg was looking for a cool, dry smoke. Who isn't? And being an engineer and a pipe smoker, he was situated to do something about it. And so in 1936, he actually came up with this cool, dry smoke. And what was unique about it is that the actual shank and the foot are aluminum. And the bowl, which is meerschaum, is screwed into the what he calls the humidome. It's a little channel there that you can see, and I've got a filter. It's not actually a filter. It's a what the British call a dry ring. They added that little feature to this pipe. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So the briar has got a male thread, and the aluminum has a female thread. So a little feat of engineering and manufacturing, and they can just be simply screwed off, screwed back on again. What's very nice is that you can buy different shapes. This is a big boy here for a nice long smoke. Goes right on. You can buy bowls that are meerschaum lined. Which is something that I would like to look into. Best of both worlds. The only thing, yes, there we go. So again, the aluminum shank, which is actually silver anodized. The silver anodized adds some hardness to the aluminum, and it's also used to color the shank. So you can get copper, you can get black. And it's all through the anodizing process that happens. The coating, 10 to 15 years. This old boy here, I just polished it up with some crocus cloth. It dulled the finish, but I mean, it's still good as new. One of the nice features of this pipe, and one of the reasons why it smokes so cool, is the draft hole here is an aluminum soda straw, really. The wall thickness on that is about 7 thousandths per side. And so to put that in perspective, a piece of paper is about 4 to 5 thousandths in thickness. So this center draft hole straw here is very, very thin. It's aluminum, so it's a great way to take the heat out of the smoke. And that was Kenley's thought process there. So whenever you do smoke, you have condensation. No matter the wetter your tobacco is, the more condensation you're going to get in the bottom of your bowl. And what this pipe allows you to do is to, even while you're smoking, you can pop this guy off and you can clean this out. Now, I have not ever had to do that with the dry ring in there. I don't have any issues, but you can do that, and that was the idea. You could clean that little humidome out. You could run a pipe cleaner up through the shank, through the draft hole, and go right back to business. When you're out walking around, you have a full bowl, take this guy off, pop another one on. Price-wise, the bowls themselves are anywhere from $25 to $45 if you get the meerschaum lined. The shanks themselves are about the same thing, 25 bucks. So for under $75, you can get a very decent pipe. I enjoy these a lot. They're fun. As I said, Kenley, this design goes back to 1936, so it's pretty space age. Kenley actually got production going in around 1940, but then World War II hit, and the need for materials made it nearly impossible for them to get anything. So it really production really slowed to a halt. The other fellow that I mentioned, George Hunt, a Chicago guy, an area guy who owned W.C.C. Machine Works. And in 1948, he started he didn't manufacture, but he was an exclusive distributor. There was a company called Falcon Industries that actually made the pipes at that time. I don't think W.C.C. was doing that. But in 1948, George Hunt's company took that over. In 1956, he bought the trademark, the rights, everything, and started to manufacture the pipes as well. And by 1963, there were over 6 million pipes made. Interesting fact, where does David Morris come into this? He was the chairman of the Lewis Tobacco Group, a massive tobacconist in Great Britain. And he happened to be at Wembley in 1955, I believe it was, and he spotted somebody smoking a Falcon, and he was very intrigued by that. He thought that was very interesting, never seen anything like it before, and he contacted, he found out where this thing came from, and he contacted Hunt, and next thing you know, there are 10,000 Falcons going to Great Britain. They were distributed all over Great Britain through A. Lewis Ltd. And they were an immediate hit. By 1961, they were actually being manufactured in Great Britain in a place called, I've got it here in my Shepherd's Bush. They were making about 10,000 a week at that time. So when you look at this and what it took to actually manufacture this, that is an astounding number. I came out of the manufacturing industry, and I can tell you that for something as intricate as this, just the threaded bits and the fact that they're all interchangeable, that's quite a feat. Pipes were still made in good old Chicago until 1968, when the production halted and the pipes were solely manufactured in Great Britain. Growing up, my grandfather and all my uncles all had Falcons. I have memories dating back to, the earliest one, 63, 64, family meetings, get-togethers on a Sunday afternoon, and there were Falcons everywhere. So I can attest to the fact that they were extremely popular in the early 60s, 70s. They estimate that there are about 50 million Falcons in the world right now. You really don't see them that often, and it's a little bit of a shame. They say, is it a pipe for a beginner? Yeah, it is. It's a great pipe for a beginner. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's a great pipe for somebody who's been smoking for 40 plus years, like I have. So Pardon me. Oh boy, that fat bastard is fantastic. The retro hail is, it's wonderful. Got to go out and check out Watch City, guys. Well, this is going on a little bit longer than I had expected, but I just wanted to talk about Falcon pipes, and they really are cool dry smoke in my opinion. There are guys out there that don't agree with that, and that's fine. But I think they're a great pipe, and it's fun. I believe there's over 30 different types of briar bits that you can buy, and there are a number of different shanks. They're not all straight or slightly bent. They have some very, these are very simple, but they have some very interesting shanks, and like I said, they're mix and match, and so it's a fun way to have some different pipes in your rotation. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon.